The best advice for entrepreneurs, I think, in 2026, and I'm telling this to myself too, we have to stop waiting for permission. I think so many people get held back, right? They're waiting for somebody to like tap you on the shoulder and say, "Hey, you're ready. It's time," right? I think when you really think about it, you got to start messy. You got to fix it, in public. If I remember like what I did with my YouTube channel when I first started it, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And I was literally telling my audience, hey, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here. I'm not going to edit these videos. I'm not going to make them all flashy. I'm just, I've got some things I want to say and some, visions that I have with this crypto market. I think there's some opportunities. This was back in 2020 when I first kind of like started developing the channel. And in real time, like we just kind of learned together with the audience. And I think it's something we've kind of forget, right? Like our ideas don't necessarily matter, our skills do. Like I had the necessary skills to not be afraid of the camera, had that kind of background to just go, right? So you can learn other things like in terms of, becoming a, expert per se on your topic as it comes, right? Like you don't have to have it all figured out when you get started. I think as long as you're striving to get better, you're putting in the work, you're being consistent, you can learn these things along the way. Great ideas fail all the time. Great execution doesn't. I think just getting started, like right, is the first step. Like you got to execute that. You can have all this stuff laid out, but if you don't actually, hit the record button if you're creating content or, get your first sale or, make that first move, then it really doesn't matter, right? It's just an idea on paper. But that's kind of just some quick things I've been thinking about. The other thing too, I've been thinking about as well. It's not all about followers. People think like you need all these crazy followers to figure it out. Obviously, personal branding super important, but revenue beats followers. And what do I mean by this? Well, I mean like you can have 100,000 followers, but like they're not all really with you, right? You could have 10,000, but all 10,000 are super passionate about anything you put out there. Cash flow beats the clout. A lot of people have clout. I'm much smaller than a lot of folks out there. People are much bigger than me in terms of subscriber base, right? But it doesn't matter because it matters about your loyal base. Likes don't pay rent, guys. Profits do. What businesses can you build off of this personal brand, right? Where are you driving this traffic to? Are you driving it to an end? Do you have a good, problem to solve with a business idea that you're driving people to? That's like a really, really big thing people lose sight of. They just think, oh, clout, oh, let's get a bunch of people. Do you actually have an active, engaged audience? And I think, that's really where we're heading in 2026. Anybody can get, famous on the internet or whatever, but can you sustain it? Can you keep them there, for multiple years?